Hello everyone, it's Trish from Hobby Hoppers here. I'm going to show you today how to make a super easy Christmas card using washi tape, so you can use up your washi tape stash. If you've been to the picture page, you might have even made one of these at our Make and Take a couple of years back, but if you haven't, you might enjoy it, hopefully. It's a super easy way to use up your washi tape stash. What you'll need for making this is some scrap cardstock, a card base. I'm actually going to use these rectangles that I've cut that are just slightly smaller than my card bases, so if I mess it up, I haven't ruined my card base. Some scissors, of course, and some glue or double-sided tape. Foam tape is useful as well. Some washi tape or glitter tape or both. Some kind of sentiment for your card, and always finishes it off nicely. And some bling. So, you know, anything you want to embellish it with. You could use stickles, anything you like. Anyway, let's just get on with it, shall we? First things first, you need a scrap piece of cardstock. I usually use one about a business card size. If you have watched my picture to page P2P presents, geez, that's a mouthful, P2P presents video on how to make an easy washi tape cake card, you'll have seen me do this before. I just use a scrap piece about a business card size and cover it with washi tape. So here's my scrap piece. Get some washi tape. What colour will we use today? Let's go with some mistletoe. I love this one. It's a really super popular one. What else we got? Oh, what about some glitter? That might be nice. Some red glitter. I don't love using solid ones, but it might work. And oh, too many colours. I can't choose. Okay, so what about some Christmas lilies or poinsettias, or however you say it? That might be nice. You don't have to use Christmas washi tape. You can use any washi tape you've got and you'll still get a Christmas card effect. It doesn't have to be Christmas tape. Too many choices. I don't know what to use. That's silly, isn't it? Will that be weird? Pink? Is that weird? Gold. Got some polka dots. Oh, what about some floral? Nah, I'm going to go with this weird. It's a bit weird putting pink and red together, but I quite like this. And I've got some thin ones. This one's a smelly one. Ooh, gold. No, not gold. What about some little gold stripes in a skinny one? Might put some of that there. It's a bit risky putting a thin one on the edge because it might come up. I definitely recommend, once you've done that, to really push your washi tape down into your scrap cardstock so that it stays. You want it to stay for a long time, and that will really help, especially if your card is textured. Your cardstock's textured, and mine is. I might put, skinny ones are good to break up the big thick ones. They can be nice, but ooh, what about this? It's a bit different. No, I think I've done enough. That's too many colours. I'm always guilty of going a bit too overboard with the colours. Now, pull up your cardstock. I wouldn't normally work on paper, but this is helping me stay in camera, I hope. So you don't need to be fussy. You can just, your card doesn't have to be perfectly straight. So you can just trim your edges off like that. It's a lot quicker and easier than trying to cut them or fold them. Now, what we're going to do with our piece of cardstock is cut it into triangles. So you're just going to make lines like that. Now, if it helps you, you can draw them, you can just cut them. If you're a perfectionist, which I'm not, you could even rule them and draw proper triangles on your card. That one's a bit wonky. I'm going to go that way. Okay. But the point of this card is not to be fussy, just to do it quickly. So we're going to cut along those lines. Oop. And then we're left with 3 gorgeous but slightly different little triangles, or in this case Christmas trees. Don't throw your scraps away, because you could create littler ones with those and maybe use them on a gift tag or add them to your card. Okay, now I'm going to take my card base and I'm going to arrange them how I'd like to see them on my card base. Now I'm going to think about, when I'm thinking about placement, I want to think about where I'm going to put my sentiment, because I don't want to put them all the way down here and decide I want my sentiment at the bottom. So I'm going to make sure I've got enough space for whatever I'm going to decorate with. In this case, I do want to put my sentiment at the bottom. So I'm going to, I think, arrange them like that. You can also, I don't really love them being all the same size, so I'm going to trim them a little bit so it looks a bit different. Actually, quite don't mind it. I might trim this one a tiny bit. Can't cut a straight line to save my life. There we go. What do you think? I think that looks quite effective. So you could put some little ones. You know, if you've got a hill or something, you could put that underneath. I think I'm just going to go with the 3 for now. The first one, I'm going to stick down just with some glue, I think. Don't really need any dimension on that. Need some scrap. Okay, got my Lawn Fawn glue here. I actually just opened a new tube, so I haven't used it. Hopefully it'll come out properly. Yep. And I've got my lovely tweezers here from Denise at Luscious Labels. They're super handy for placing things on cards, and they've got my business name on them and her business name on them. Aren't they cute? Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm going to, for the other 2, I'm going to, I think, use foam tape, something to give it a bit of dimension. Yeah. Oh, it's crooked too. I'm not good at putting. Oops, that didn't work too good. Put it down exactly the same way the second time. Never mind. As I said, it doesn't matter if it's not perfect. Alright, now we can decorate our Christmas trees. What will we decorate them with? We can use some gems to put on the top, or some star sequins always look good. Maybe some little stars. That would be cute. So fiddly. What have I got here? I've got some really big red gems here. They might work. Or do you think they're too big? I don't know. Might be a bit much. Oh, could work. Let's see, have we got 3 of them? Ah, yes, there's another one. Put that on. They're different sizes. They could still work. Quite cute. I might actually go for it. I think I've decided it when I made this card another time that they were too big, but every card's different. Oops. There we go. Oh, needs some drying time, but what do you think? I think that's pretty cute. Now, we just need a sentiment. Sentiment. And of course, I never have a sentiment ready. I find sentiments to be the most difficult part of making a card. I never know what to put on it. I do have stamps and everything. So I'm going to use my Motex like I did in the cake card that you might have seen before. Oh no, I didn't want to say happy. Oh, I suppose happy was fine. Happy. I was going to say Merry Christmas, but let's go with happy. Chris. So when you're using these, you have to press quite firmly. And the scissors. This is really my cheats way of making a sentiment. Oh yes, I spelled it correctly. That's good. There we go. And I could cut that in half and put 2 words, but I think for this one I won't. I'm going to just try and bend it back because the Motex comes in a curl, it's sometimes when you stick it down it pops back up again. So you might have to reinforce it with a bit of glue or something. But I'm just going to straighten it out a little bit and cut the ends off as straight as I can, which is not very straight at all. Can you hear me concentrating? Okay. There we go. Pretty good. There's some release. Just going to trim a bit more off there. There is some release paper on the back of this and some adhesive, so all I have to do is stick it straight down. Is that straight? Straight enough. And push it down. And then with these I usually get an acrylic block and just weight it down for a while because I don't want it to pop back up. So I haven't reinforced this one. But there you go. A Christmas card in what? How long did that take me? Not very long, a few minutes. And then if you put it on your card base, which I seem to have lost. Oh, there it is. Obviously this is the most basic version, so I would just stick that straight onto my card base. And I've got a top folding card that is pretty easy. If I wanted to, I could make the base smaller and put maybe a red border around or something lacy around or something Christmassy around it, some Christmas paper behind it, and that would really help to make it even more special. But it's such an easy card. You can make it with the kids, you can make it with anyone. I'd love to see them if you make them. Don't forget to tag me at Hobby Hoppers so that I can see them. I'd love that if you do make one. Oh, I will show you some examples of some that I've made previously. And again, if you've been to the picture page, you will have seen these. Here's a little card, and you can see On this one, I've actually used a Merry Christmas gilded sticker, and I've cut some stars for the trees out of glitter tape, which is super easy, and I kind of like that they're not perfect, they're kind of wonky and cute. What else we got here? A little gift tag in green, some more gift tags over here. This one I've put washi tape in the background as well, and there's a couple more here. And of course you don't have to use Christmas washi tape to make these. Oh, you can see I've put gems all over this one to make decorations. You could use non-traditional tapes and non-traditional colours and you still get a really nice effect. Here's one that I've just added a little bit of washi in the background but not covered the whole thing. Here's a couple that are a little bit different in their colour scheme, and a couple more. And these ones don't even have any bling on them, they're just triangles basically. Hope you can see that. Anyway, so, and there's another one that I'm going to show you in another video how to do this one. So there you have it. Easy peasy Christmas card. Hope you like it.